Hi everyone, my name is Andrew. Today I want to show you how to make halloumi fries or chips, which is basically halloumi that's been covered in a bit of flour which has been spiced up and then deep fried. So very similar to the other recipes that I've shown you with grilled halloumi. This one here's got that little coating of flour with the nice spices that you're gonna see a difference. So you can give it a try and see how you go. Alright, so what do you need? You need your flour. You need your halloumi, and now I've got some spices. I've got some paprika, I've got some oregano and pepper. Now you don't need salt because halloumi is very salty. And I've also got some lemon which we'll cut up at the end to put over the fries before we eat them. So this is very simple. There's no specific measurements here. This is just so that you can coat your halloumi fries. So put some flour. This is just general purpose or plain flour as we call it here in Australia. I add about a teaspoon of paprika and a nice pinch, and give it a bit of a rub when you put it on, just so that it lets out the flavors. So a little bit of oregano, so 2 pinches worth. There's no exact recipe here, you know, you can try different things. Other people put harissa, I've seen people who put chips over them as well, but we're not going to batter them and put egg here. This is purely just a flour coating. And there's some pepper. Well, that's one other thing which I forgot to bring. We'll add some chilli to it as well. Okay. So basically this is just give it a stir, and once it's all stirred, it's ready to move on to the next step, which is doing your cheese. So anyway, leave it like that. That looks pretty good. Okay. The halloumi comes in, this is a long block. It's actually made in Cyprus. As I said, salty cheese, high melting point, therefore it retains its chewiness. It doesn't dissolve when you fry it. Usually comes in a block like this. This was actually a longer block, but typically you buy these. This is 900 grams, you can get smaller ones. So what I do here is you cut it down long ways. We can get 4 rows out of this. And okay, this will be 3, okay, 4. Okay, so I'll just demonstrate. The second step is to cut them into chip shape. So okay, let's put this down. I think we can get a good 4 chips per slab, and we then move into the part of basting, right? So coating them with the flour. So again, this is very simple. Put it in the flour. Okay, get a nice coating on there. It is a bit wet when you put it there, and leave it like that. Let it sit there waiting to go into the oil. Okay, we'll come back when it's ready to cook. Meanwhile, I've got the oil cooking as well, so we'll be back shortly. Okay, the halloumi is ready. So as you can see, get rid of this. We're basically just completed putting them through the flour. Now, you know, if one of them requires a bit more, add it. You don't want to add too much because it is gonna, you know, some of it will fall into the oil and basically you get a lot of sediment. But I think that's fine. Now, as I said, we're not putting these in egg and then adding a coating. This is purely just a straight coating of flour with the spices. Now, I've had the oil cooking here, or heating up. Let me lower it because it's starting to get a bit too warm. But you just want to, I've got a smaller pan here because as you can see, you don't want to use a lot of oil to make a small batch of fries, because at the end of it, you'll probably end up throwing the oil out, so it's a waste. So for the purpose of today, the oil's in there, it's hot. I'll put this in and always drop them away from you. And 3, 4, 5, And these are going to cook pretty quickly, so you've got to really keep your eye on them. Okay, shake them around a little bit. Okay, typically you can cook these for a couple of minutes. These are quite thin and the oil's quite warm here, so I'm not going to have to leave them in too long. But as you can see, they're starting to brown, which is great. Okay, just give them a little shake. And if you have a wider pan, obviously you can put a lot more in there. For the purpose of not wasting oil, I've chosen to use this method. So this is actually ready. So have a plate with some paper towels on there to absorb the extra oil. And actually these look great. They're nice and brown, and I can feel the crust on these. Just turn off this oil while we give these a taste test and get back to the others later. But you can see the fries themselves. They'd be hot to touch now. Actually, not bad. Not that hot. But you can either make yourself some mayonnaise. Other people like to get some yogurt, add some chili to it, add some sweet chili sauce. For me, the thing that balances out the salt the most is, I'll bring it over in a sec, is basically this thing here called a lemon. Halloumi and lemon are like peaches and cream, are like anything that goes together perfectly. It's a perfect match basically. So let me try this because I know it's going to be quite warm, just so we can sort of see what the texture's like. So first of all, just want to show you, so you can see it's still quite solid inside, but it's very hot. If you could hear my mouth and see my taste buds dancing, you'd realize how beautiful this meal is. It's very simple to make. As you can see, within a couple of minutes, you can actually have your halloumi chips ready. Put them all, let them drain, take them out to the table, take some lemon, take some sour cream, take some mayonnaise, take whatever you want out there, and they'll be gone within an instant. Hope you enjoyed it. Look at my other videos. I've got great videos on other halloumi styles. Thanks for watching and subscribe. Hope to see you again.